my first, doing a narration on my time trial and my 4th mile run of the year, right? So, yeah, as you can see, I have to take off, as hard as usual because I do not want to get off with a slow start. But then you don't want to get up, too fast, too. But this is typically, what happens when you run a mile, right? You have to like pace like really evenly. It's sometimes hard for people. Sometimes it's easier when you've experienced runner. I run a mile like many times, so I know like how to pace myself evenly, even though I don't have pacemakers. So I went to the first 200 in 36 seconds. So yeah, I knew I'm gonna. Then I do notice slow down at some point, right? Because I went through the first lap, definitely not hitting a 112. It was like much slower than that. So yeah, pacing is a bit hard, but just gotta still need more practice on this, right? But yeah, just going to this race, my legs feel, like a little bit, unfresh and feel a little bit heavier than before. It's obviously because, California is facing a really big heat wave right now. It's not normal, having a damn near 100 degree. Okay, so I went to the first time in like 116. But anyway, let me go back to this. So, because I just passed by a 116, so I mean, I ran in my first time around like just over 114, right? Instead of like 115.5 or near 116 like before. So, first lap was definitely an improvement. Let me get back to this. So, yeah, it's not, winter is not even over yet, and it's ridiculously that the current place I live in is like San Jose, and it's damn near 100 degrees, at least 90 degrees. This is supposed to be summer, right? And we're in March. This is absolutely ridiculous and absurd. And people are not using the hot heat. This is why it can slow you down by like a few seconds for me. But for you guys, if you try to run heat, you try PR, then it's gonna be a lot harder, right? So yeah, the heat just really affects my body, a bit. But it shouldn't be too much. If it's too much, then I should have been over 5 minute mile. But the video itself is not even 5 minutes long, so there's definitely a proof that I did finish my mile in under 5 minutes. So I even went through over the halfway point. 809 meters is definitely more than half mile. I went to like sub 230, so that means I'm definitely still on. I'm like really ahead of pace of subbing a 5 minute mile right here. So yeah, I sub 5 minute mile like numerous time. I hope I make a narration video instead of just me like typing it out or just doing no editing. If I just do a little bit more editing on this video, probably more people will view it as it is, right? But then it's still not going to get a lot of view and all that stuff because that recording just sits in like one place. I just put another old iPhone. Like, how is it you're recording and you have another phone in your hand that keep track of your time? Like, yeah, I really don't want to get my GoPro and just record on track because it just shakes a lot and it's just shaking. People hate shaking videos, so you get my point here. So yeah, when you run fast, you're not gonna focus on the video quality and the shakiness. So it's gonna shake and not good. So I just leave my other old iPhone here, just record, right? But you can listen to narration video. Here I'm gonna go to the third lap, around just 115, right? Just under 115, like 114.8 or 9, right? All my laps, all the 4 laps I ran in a mile, they're all under 115. So that means I have a really good fitness of breaking a 5 minute mile, right? So in this race, I try to aim to break a 4:55, right? So if I want to, have my way of getting a sub 450 this year. So yeah, the last lap is always, the fastest lap, and the third lap is gonna be, always is the slowest lap of your lap. For distance runner who's been running mile for like many years, right? Yeah, I just like run as hard as I can, and by the time I get to like, the last few like 50 meters something, I'm like dying out here, I like no see slow down. So let's see what time I will finish. So it's getting close here. I'm down to like my last like 50 meters around like 450. So my final time I finished up 4:57.5 seconds. So Still on the sub 5, just a second slower, not too bad.